Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on Superman Lois Season 4. Today we're going to be doing a video regarding some recent updates that we got in regards to the final couple of episodes of Superman Lois Season 4, and also we got some questions that you guys have sent in that you want me to answer in a video. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. So we'll talk about your questions later. Some of them are really great and we need to talk about them because I think there is a lot that we have to go over. But first things first, let's talk about the series finale of Superman Lois, because it's been officially confirmed by Krypton's site that the episode that will be the series finale is scheduled to air on Monday, December 2nd on the CW. So I'm recording this video on the 3rd of November, so that's under a month until the series finale airs on the CW. And guys, based on this day and based on that episode 6 is supposed to be coming out this Monday, so tomorrow on the 4th, that means episode 10 will be airing by itself. The series finale will not be a 2-hour series finale like a lot of people have been speculating for a long time. So it's going to be one episode and then it will be done. So it's officially confirmed, and I'll repeat it once again, Monday, December 2nd on the CW. And I'm quite honestly very happy that they didn't take any breaks. They've actually gone straight through this, 9 weeks of pure content, because they had the 2 episodes airing back to back in the first week. So surely this is some sort of record for an Arrowverse show or for a CW show, because we always have breaks, and we've actually had like 9 weeks straight of Superman Lois content. Obviously we've got many more weeks to go, and we'll see how it is by the time that we get to December 2nd, because it's definitely bittersweet. Like, I'm really excited for these episodes. And I will disclose to you guys, I have seen episode 6 and I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to talk about it with you guys tomorrow. But after that, we've only got episodes 7, 8, 9 and 10. So that's 4 episodes left after tomorrow night's episode. So you guys got 5 right now. So we're slowly but surely running out of episodes, and it's been a great season so far. And so I'm just really hyped to see this series finale. Now, let's move on to talk about, and this is linked to the finale because this is a comment from Alex Garfin. So let's talk about what he had to say in an interview. And so he says, I think they find their own version of a happily ever after. I think it's a very Jordan and Sarah ending that I hope the fans will find satisfying. I also think it's going to be a little cobblestone in the whole finale, where the finale is just this massive episode. Greg Smith directed it. We had a lot less time to shoot it than obviously most shows would, given our budget, but it kicks ass. The team came together in epic superhero fashion to make that finale what it was by how the page goes, pretty much. I believe it's bigger than the pilot. That's how big the finale is. It's a huge undertaking of an episode, and it came out brilliantly. So Sarah and Jordan will make their appearance as well, but there's going to be a lot going on. I think it's going to be fantastic. So that's what Alex Garfin had to say in regards to the series finale. I don't think everything there makes complete sense, I think that's a transcribing error. But basically what he is saying is that the series finale, they had a lot less time to shoot it, but they did the best that they could, and it's apparently a really great finale that is apparently bigger than the pilot. Obviously the pilot was huge, because that was the first episode where we got introduced to the new style of the show that was very different from the rest of the Arrowverse, and the fact that this is a different version of Superman and Lois, because we had previously seen Tyler and Bitsy in the Arrowverse before. So there's definitely a lot of expectations going into this series finale. They really have to have wrapped a lot of storylines up by episode 9 really, and they'll do a couple of final storylines in episode 10. You need to give characters closure, we need to be optimistic towards the future, and also end it in a good way that is fitting in regards to the way that they defeat Lex Luthor in episode 9 or episode 10 finally. So that pretty much does it for that part of the video. Let's go ahead and jump into this second half of the video where we'll go over your Q&A questions, and they're all in regards to Superman and Lois. So the first question comes from Warhawk on YouTube, who says, I have 2 questions. Hopefully you'll be able to answer one of them if you're able. He said, do you think we see Superman in the black suit? So I acknowledge that this question is a couple weeks old, and you know, it was mainly to do with Superman returning in the black suit. However, now when you look at it and people have seen that shot in the trailer, it kind of looks like the suit is black, but it's probably just, you know, a color graded shot that is a bit blackish, but it's actually navy, and we've seen his new suit already. So I think the answer to that question is no, we will not see the black suit this season. Also, you have to realize it's kind of associated with the bad Superman from John Henry Irons' Earth, so that could be another possibility. Also in Elseworlds, that was evil Superman in a black suit, so maybe they just don't want to go for that. It's pretty cliche by now that when Superman returns from the dead, he will always wear a black suit, but they didn't have to do that, and they haven't done it so far. So the second question is it a high possibility that we'll see Brainiac like in the flesh in the final season? So it was confirmed a while ago that Brainiac will be in the season. We really don't know the capacity of Brainiac. Like, is he going to be a major character? Is he just a background character that appears as a cameo in one episode that is a nod to the fans who like Brainiac? We'll have to wait and see, but for now I'm gonna guess he's gonna be in like one episode, and that's pretty much it. I don't think he's gonna look like Brainiac. He could just be a normal person, but he might have the personality traits of Brainiac, and he obviously has the smarts, because we know that Lex goes to Milton, as they've been calling him, for different tips and tricks and, you know, devices that he needs in regards to all things technology. So that does it for that question. Let's move on to the next one. This goes like this: how do you think his more human heart will play out? So talking about Superman here. So what we've seen so far in this season is, yes, he's definitely weaker. We saw in the sneak peek for tomorrow night's episode that he's going to have little patches of grey in his hair that Lois points out in that sneak peek. And so you will start to see him actually becoming more and more human. Although he still has powers, his powers are just extremely dampened. Now, do I think that they're going to fix that at any point in the season? Probably by the end of the season. I don't know what it's going to take. Like, potentially he would have to go into the sun and somehow just supercharge himself, and maybe even supercharge his heart, and somehow that, you know, boosts his powers back to normal. We'll have to wait and see, but that could be a possibility. The next question comes from Chrissy on YouTube, who asks, question, why does Luthor need Superman's heart, and what are Luthor's plans, and what hero will be facing off against who for this final fight? So I don't know if Luthor still has Superman's heart. That is a big debate in the fandom right now. No one is sure if he actually destroyed Superman's heart or if he did it as a fake. I would say more likely than not it could be his real heart, just because it made such a big impact and it was definitely traumatizing for Jordan to see it. And if they reverted that, I guess that scene would be a lot less powerful. And so I think if he has Superman's heart, he's going to be experimenting on it. But I don't actually believe he still has the heart. I think he did squish it. And Luthor's plans, we've all kind of known this whole time that, you know, he wants to set up in Smallville because he is targeting Lois and her family. Now that Superman is back, he is obviously going to go for Superman, because Superman has been standing in his way and will continue to stand in his way until he defeats him. And who will be facing off against who for the final fight of the season? Well, I believe it's going to be Lex in his Lexo suit, wielding probably kryptonite and everything that he can get his hands on. And I think everyone's going to be involved in the final fight. I think it will be Superman, it will be the two Superboys, John Henry Irons and Natalie as well. So I think that's going to be huge, as Alex Garfin has teased. Now let's move on to the final question of today's video. This comes from Jerry on YouTube, who asks, do you think Jordan or Jonathan or both will get an actual suit this season, maybe with the House of L logo as well? So my last video I did actually talk about the leaks in regards to the concept art that was released that featured both Jonathan and Jordan wearing a Superboy outfit each. They're both inspired by different comic book runs, but it's pretty significant that there is concept art out there by official people hired to actually do this stuff. And so whether that actually comes true or not, Like, we don't know if Superboy is going to get a costume. We don't even know when Jordan is going to step back into the role, but surely they're going to be teaming up alongside each other sometime soon. Probably in the next couple of episodes if I were to hazard a guess. But in regards to them both getting suits, I'm going to say yeah, it's probably more likely that they will get suits, because I feel like it's just been leading up to that for such a long time, especially with Jordan. Obviously, Jonathan is new to this, but he's quickly become extremely important, especially while Superman has been pretty much incapacitated because he is much weaker than normal. But that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. It would have really helped this video get out there. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. But for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video. And I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.